From one ER about the other. Listen up, you're at an ira time in your life. Right now, you're listening to Avril. Let the truth be known.
In the politics area, you know, she have it.
Never had a boring moment in my life.
She's the voice of the Caribbean.
Back as I remember, I was never alone. Queen Avril is on the throne. No more feeling lonely. Avril rules the air, you know. Every day is like an Avril day.
What I do wrong again, lad? Tell me what I do wrong again.
Good night, good night, good night, wherever you are, whoever you are. If you're in tune with the Avril Show, then this is the only show that you should be in tune with right now. The number one show, the number one talk show around town, around the globe. So spread the word and let them know the Avril Show is on. I'm coming to you. I saw someone say good night. That is so sweet to hear from Nandi. Good night to you, Nandi. Good night to you, Problem Fips. Good night. And if you don't comment, I don't know that you're watching. And if you're watching wherever you are, I thank you in Radio Land. So the show is here and we are going to talk tonight. That's why I have to give you a little some in there. It's Women's Month. And this month, I'm going to showcase a little something of every woman that I can showcase. And I'm not going to be here with you long tonight. We have to understand that we are living in a world now that you got to zip it, or you got to retire, or quit it. So don't go out there talking too much garbage. If you listen and look around you today, the world is silent. We are on pause. We are silent. There is something happening that just don't add up anymore. Since our new president was put in office, the world is quiet. The people are quiet. People are afraid to talk. People are afraid to say anything, especially if you are in a higher position, like myself. Did you hear what I said? In a high position, like myself. I don't know what high position I'm in, but I'm sitting in a high chair, so I'm in a higher position. Okay? So take that to the bank. Avril say she is in a high position because she's sitting in a high chair. That's the only height that I am right now. Because for some apparent reason, with everything that's happening around us, there is a lot of silence. It's more silence than noise. And I'm going to end this show good tonight because I see someone say, Dr. Bent, good night to you also. Good night to you. Pat Dawson, you're really family. Girl, behave yourself. Queen, for you to be watching my show tonight, you're probably eating. So good night to you. Miranda, good night to you, my dear. If people don't comment, I don't know. I only know who comment. I know they're watching. But if they don't comment, then they have a right not to if they don't want to. But I'm whispering tonight because I notice everybody that says anything about the president, they come down out of their high chair. I don't want to lose this chair I'm sitting in. So I'm going to talk very quietly tonight about the state of America and the world. Because a lot of people seems to forget that what's affecting America is affecting the world. People are laughing, but I'm going to tell you something, Philbert. Smile like that again. Girl, stop making me blush. You always boosting me up, Philbert. You need to stop. You know, after I come back from Haiti, you need to just relax yourself. Because I went to Haiti with one hairstyle, I come back with another. You can't go to Haiti with a hairstyle and come back with the same hairstyle. And you can't stay too long. Anyway, let me say this quietly. So if you heard about the gentleman who said he was going in to find out about all this thing about those people that climb the whatever you call that place in Washington, he either stepped down or he would be fired. So he took retirement and walk away. But let me ask a question. If so much of them who walking away when Trump threatened them, don't you think that maybe they should just retire if they can, instead of being forced out? You know, if I could get retirement right now in a state that we're in and I'm not happy, ain't nobody have to tell me retire. I would take it and walk away. So Trump is giving you an ultimatum because you try to investigate him and he say you either leave or you get fired. So you took it and said, well, you're due for retirement anyway. I think it comes a time in our life where we have to learn to know when to say retire. Or we can't force nobody to retire. Because if your job is exciting, you love your job, it's not stressing you, and you could get up and go to work, go to work. Don't stay home and stress people out that you're bored. Okay? So anyway, so hear what I have to say. Lavon Taylor, you're up late tonight. If you ain't drinking coffee, then something wrong. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Good night, Minister Avril Francis. Great to have you back from 100%. You are so amazing. That's Dr. Bent and Wellness. And anyway, so hear what I'm saying to you. Be careful, because Trump might push you like how he pushed. Listen to me. I'm going to say something tonight that has been disturbing. I sent an inbox message to a young lady that I saw on TikTok. The young lady wrote me back and tell me she does a show. I said, what do you mean you do a show? So these people get on social media. Let me say what I have to talk about social media tonight. They get on social media and they do create all kind of videos to get views and likes, and what did they say? Send me a balloon, send me something. So it seems like they make money, right? So they have to create, they call them, somebody correct me, they call them, because I don't do it, I post stuff, but I'm not on no TikTok to make money, even if I can. Because people don't understand, you got to make money for TikTok to make money. So don't think you're making money on TikTok and TikTok is not getting half of it. It's a money-making thing. They want you to make money. So if you have to create lies and say that ICE have somebody for you, and oh my God, and you create one scene on TikTok about ICE and then tell me, oh, that's what ICE doing to people, so you bring in awareness. Do you know the fear that you create in people's life? Because you coming on there to tell somebody what ICE did to your family member, and you know it's a lie. Content creator. Thank you so much, Philbert. Vlog and blog. Lavon, Lavon. It's called content creator. So, but anyway, the funny thing about these content creators, they create anything, whether it's lies, deceit, craziness, because people follow them, people responding to the craziness that don't make no sense, and they know that the people are lying. And you going on there talk about ICE, pick up your family and what ICE did, and they took them in the back door and they didn't come back out to the front door and all kind of ICE craziness. Well, let me tell you something. We are believing the word media have gone to the dogs. There was a time that media mean media, and you look to the media for information. Now we're looking at media now that is in a competition for likes, followings, and all this crazy stuff. People are not doing things anymore to uplift and motivate and help people. Like Queen, she always putting up a food where it don't make sense to me, because I don't want to see no soup with no load of chicken foot in there, because I'm not eating that soup. I don't care if you want to take out the chicken foot. I don't want your soup, Queen. So you could keep it. But anyway, like I was saying now, it comes a time in our life where people need to stop. The media have gone to the dogs. There was a time media used to promote, and you, when you say you're media, you are media and you are held accountable. Now, all you need is a phone, sit down and talk anything, and people follow you and call you media. And I just take a step back from that, because I realize there's no excitement in media anymore. Okay, so Crazy Paula just log on. Thank you for saying good night, Paula, and sorry to call you crazy. Curtis Cooking Sink, it's good night, my future husband. How you doing? But anyway, so like I was saying to you guys, I take a step back from media because I realize, Boise, media is not like before. Media right now, missionary Vernice Hodge, is about get a phone, sit down, talk anything, even if it's lies and deceit. Let me tell you something about ICE. And I'm speaking from knowledge, and I'm not telling you this because I want to be media. I'm telling you this. ICE have no stipulations. ICE have no order. ICE creating their own orders. They're going out doing what they want. ICE come banging off your door. You can't even trust some of your neighbors and your friends anymore. They are the ones giving ICE tips. When ICE come knocking at your door, you have a right, as they tell you over and over. That's the only place you're safe, in the privacy of your home, where you decide not to open your door. What are they going to do? Kick it down? Break it down? They knock and knock and knock, and ICE walk away, right? The people are going around lying. The woman on TikTok say ICE break down her door, come in and take out her father. One heap of scandal the woman went on with, just sing your heartage. How you doing, my lady with dance under fire? Let me tell you something. The woman said on TikTok she had over 30,000 people, and how many people responding with fear? Oh my God, Trump came in. ICE came in. Hear me, I say Trump now. ICE came in, knocked down the door, took my father. Oh my God. And when you hear how the girl was carrying on, I couldn't believe it was just a show. I couldn't believe it was just a show that she were doing on TikTok to create whatever they create, call themselves content creator. You see why people were going crazy when TikTok shut down for one couple hours? They feel they were losing their mind, especially those people who sit down there all night and all day. Byron Stevenson, they sit down there all day on TikTok. I post on TikTok as what I always do, promotion and entertainment. I don't do it for money. I don't care for TikTok money, because if you make 20, TikTok get 10. TikTok wants you to create content, because the more you get, the more TikTok make money. It's not free. And they sit down there. I don't even know what to be going on. Send me a flower. Me see flowers going up and this going, and they're sending them. And real men sitting down on there for hours just to get a penny, a penny, a penny. They say adds up. People make money. Fine. If you're not working and you could sit on TikTok all day and lie and skin out yourself and flip yourself over and do everything that makes sense to you to make money, go about it. I'm not here to knock nobody for how they survive. Okay? But I see a man, a woman on there, and I tell you, it hurt my heart when the girl cry and say, Ice break down the door, come in and take out her father. Nosy me. Go and send the girl a message. I say, where exactly did this happen to your father? And I'm there, and the girl told me, oh, I'm a content creator. I said, what does that mean? I didn't ask you. I said, where did they break your door down? Because I want to know how Ice gets so bold. Unless the man is a real criminal and something was, the girl is a content creator. So you know much people and they, oh my God, I got to tell my family. Oh, you know much fear she put in people's life just to be a content creator. Everybody come on social media now is media. Everybody come giving advice about Ice. Some of them don't even understand what the word Ice spell out, but they're telling you how Ice operate, what to do and how not to do it. And they're not telling you the real truth. You know how much people walk off of the job in restaurants. You know, one time you have one man in the restaurant that cookie food, serve food because the workers them went home because somebody called and tell them that Ice was 2 blocks away from them. They went home. But nobody paying these people bills. Nobody gonna pay the bills and they can't get food stamp. So you can't help the people that you put in fear in their life. People, if you want real information, I will send it to you. But please don't sit out there and listen to the nonsense. And I want to know, if you're in America so long, I'm saying this personally, you're in America so long, you have 2 children by a man, you live with the man work hard construction, killing himself every morning, working construction, paying for a house where you live in with 2 picnic. And your man have to wonder about if you're going to get deported. You couldn't marry him and your children, them is 9 and 10 years old. You mean your children, them is 9 and 10 years old, and you couldn't marry the man of your dream, the man God sent to help you get a house in America. You couldn't marry him. If he even leave you, you're not the first. But one thing he will remember, if you think he forget, he will never forget. You help him. And because you help him, he can help your children. Me say, you people bad mind in America, you know. You take this one little piece of green card for granted, Paula, and then hear what happened now. The man gonna get deported. Who gonna pay your mortgage? The big constructed, strong, strapped husband where you gotta get up 4 o'clock in the morning. I gonna make money to pay for your mortgage. I worry now about getting deported, and you're a citizen of the United States of America. But you figure, if you don't marry him, he can't leave you. He gonna stay with you. But your children, them must suffer now because your poor husband afraid to go work. Me say, hey, let me tell you something. You see, our people, them, we talk about biasness, racism, we talk about everything, but we not talk about bad mind enough. They sleep in your bed and a bad mind you. Me say, if you don't want the man or the woman, let the woman go. Woman, if you don't want the man, let him go because I single. It don't make sense. Me and Paula here say, how come we can't find a husband? And the good man them were out there. I die in the hands of the wicked woman them we call themselves wife. And the wife, them are die in the hands of the wicked man, them we call himself husband. Let go and let the person go live with somebody who go love them off and brush them weave and things like that. You know what I mean? So if somebody gonna love me, but they can't be with me because them sitting down with Paula and they're sitting down with Miranda and they're sitting down with tap dancing when they could be here happy with me eating porridge. But they live with some woman where say, me not cook no porridge, me not like it. Because you don't like it, the man mustn't eat it. Send the man, let the man eat porridge with me. Are you too bad mind? America fall apart right now. Because half of the people that are working hard in this country is undocumented. But you know, some of you too, you know, are you wicked too, you know. One person tell me long time ago, me not give up my citizenship to my country. Me not be citizen in America. Me keep my citizenship. I want to know, what citizenship in your country have to do with you making a living in America? You know, see in your passport, when they stamp it, it says where you're from. Do you know that can't hide? Some of you got 2 passports. They going Denzel, right? Mary Sue Goodnight. So they going Jamaica, they going St. Kitts, they going, oh, me travel for my Jamaican passport. What difference it make? If you go home on your US passport, in they say you from Jamaica, you could never give up where you come from. If you get up and going home tomorrow, nobody stop you. If you even undocumented and they send you home, it's a free flight. You're not buying no ticket and you're going home to your country. Half of you got life better home in your country than we in America. You understand what I say? So all who sit down here bad mind people, but they need to go back home. They need to do this. Sometimes these people going back home go live a better life than me and you. Because I really want some real fish right now. And when I go buy fish, somebody tell me the fish they may eat, they put embalming fluid on them to ship them in this country. All of a sudden, I stop eat fish. I don't know what I'm eating anymore. But when you're home in your country and you could plant some stuff out in your backyard and water it, pick it up and eat it. You remember the days you want to cook some rice and gungu peas and rice and you go out in the back and you pick them and you shell them. Lord of mercy. The old ladies home sitting under the tree. Give them to shell now. They don't have nothing much to do because we do not provide for them anymore. Everybody want to be Americanized. You go St. Kitts, as you drive down the road, you see KFC, you see Burger King, you see this, you see Chinese restaurant. You know how sometimes I got to say, where's the real home cooked food? When I'm in the island of St. Kitts, sorry to talk about St. Kitts, they might tell me, don't come back down there. But me too old long for anybody to say, don't come back to the country because I've been here long enough, I'll stay here. But I'm not saying not much about Trump because I realize much people ain't saying nothing much about Trump. But here what happened now. They gone down in Manhattan, go protest. Look what they're protesting for. They don't want Cuomo in office and they want the mayor to go. How come nobody protests when Donald Trump was out there saying that he running for office and he's going back in as president? We no get up and protest because we took it for granted. He's not getting in. It's the things we take for granted is why we're in the state that we're in today. We take too much things for granted. The little things we take for granted is why we're suffering today. But guess what? While we're sitting down, pondering, Elon Musk, whatever his name is, he bring out a new vehicle. But I know I ain't going to see much of that in my community. I know Paula loves cars, but I know she ain't going to buy one. And he's selling it for under $18,000, right? So you see how the man's smart? He want to take over the world when he done with us. Everything we drive might be from him. I am not on his website. And the thing about it, the people when we talk about it, they're on his website every day. People, if you want to boycott and you don't like a person so much, why you following them? Why you feeding into them? Why you building up the platform so big? But you won't follow Avril, you won't share my stuff, but you're sharing Elon Musk stuff. So you're making the man famous, you're making him gain what he want to gain, and he's sitting down, like the mayor of New York said the other day, are you stupid? That's what our mayor say. Remember, you didn't hear it on this show. I'm only saying it. They ain't tell you to come back. Curtis, if you want me in St. Kitts, just say you want me in St. Kitts. You understand? You ain't got to go around the bush. Because I was just there And it feels so good with a little breeze that blow. You wash your clothes in the island, and 5 minutes your clothes dry. The breeze. Up here, you must have a dryer. In St. Kitts, in Jamaica, in Antigua, in these places, you put your clothes out, and 5 minutes you pick it up, they dry. That's what we call living. You know, when I was growing up, I used to say, I can't wait to go America. I can't wait. I see the plane pass. I used to just stone up in the air, think that the person up in the plane gonna see me. I used to do, when we were growing up, they had us like a bunch of idiots. Don't be an idiot now in your age of 50 and 60. Wake up. So all these craziness they're putting out there about ICE, people, I'm not telling you, don't worry about ICE. But all this knocking down doors and all them things, in your house, ICE could knock until they blew. When you don't open, they don't get mad, go back in the car, and they leave. Missy ICE driving around Queen, and ICE come in some vehicle, you would never know it's ICE. Me said they just come in some vehicle will look regular so. And me out there sign petition, you know. I want somebody call Kevin Riley for me and those politicians and let them know that if you see ICE pick me up on the street, they got to be the first to come look for me. Because they out here and me alone out here doing my work, you know. And everybody has said to me, I'm really not afraid of ICE. When me see ICE pull up, ICE is not driving no vehicle that says ICE. They're not giving you no idea. The vehicle pull up next to me, all I see is the thing behind her and this one behind, and they come in 3 different vehicles, you know. One down there so, one over there so, one up there so. And when they're ready to leave, if you see how they walk in the vehicle, can you know open your door? And anytime I see ICE, me nosy bad, you know, hear me, I'm going to act like I driving. I mean, I drive going behind the vehicle. Me say, I wonder where they're going now. I'm not passing them, you know. I just taking my time. I want to see where the next move. Me say them slick. The vehicles are not the kind of vehicle you're going to recognize. So people, let me tell you something. Don't take this lightly. But don't follow all of these content creators. We're creating stuff to put fear in your life about ICE come and lick down, do and take out the father and gone with the father. But I'm going to tell you a story that happened. Take this very serious. The man went Jamaica to bury his father. Now the man went to bury his father, you know, and he been going Jamaica all the time, you know. And the man have his green card. But this time he coming back. You know, they search through the system until they find something from 1981 on the man. And they took him in. Now remember, he's a green card holder. He went to bury his mother in Jamaica. Coming back, they look up and they find something from 1981 that has already done with. The man think it's finished, everything done with it. They pull him in, they take him in for that. From 1981, where you gonna go store up the man life? So tell me, as green card holder, you really want to travel? You're better off than the undocumented. Another thing, people need to stop reporting the undocumented island people for the $750. Philbert, leave the people alone. $750? You know, if you turn in 4 people right there, you still can't buy a house in America. So we are wasting time. ICE need to, if ICE put up that to $10,000 for one person, everybody will turn in everybody they know. You can't trust your left hand. Your right hand can't trust your left hand. People today who sit down and laugh because they got their little piece of green card, you know, they know way. Especially if you had a little problem years ago, even a little problem with child support. Try nobody even to walk up a number, you go travel and you go here. Because if they look upon you when you come back in a little way and they feel like pull you over, trust me, they could do that. And they could store up all kind of things that been in the system for so long. So don't think, oh, I got my green card and you're going to pan down and go up and play in every minute. Relax yourself. It's not nice out here. It's sticky. People are walking around with fear. People are walking away from their jobs. And I must admit to you, there's a lot of people out of work right now. Me can't believe how so much people in America undocumented. And even though they are busy earning an honest living. These are people with record clear. They don't even know what it is to get in trouble. But some of you out here are more dangerous than the undocumented. And you might go first. So I sit down with a little piece of green card. I go on like, you there somewhere. America don't want to see it. They don't care about us. You know, if Trump could revoke everybody we have green card, they'll be the first to get deported. Green card don't mean nothing anymore. It don't mean anything. So leave the people them alone. Okay? It don't mean nothing anymore. But all of you will say, I don't want to be citizen. Me not be no citizen. Me a citizen of my country. Me not give up my rights. You'd have better off you would do it. Because nobody could take away your rights from your country. I have never seen so much people say, I moved back to St. Kitts since lately. St. Kitts, I tell you, they're coming home. Clarissa Faye Crowley, God bless to all of no one is safe because the new law and even the people pushing them is no good. We must remember Exodus 14. My dear, even me, driving behind ICE car, trying to see where they're going. I want to know. Another thing that I was encouraged to say, always having your phone. You notice a lot of people get picked up by ICE and they don't know who to call. You know why? We don't remember numbers anymore, you know. We only know names in the phone. So the young man get picked up by ICE. But here the joke, the children in school. Who do you have down in the school record in case they pick you up and you are not documented, but your children is in school? Do you have anything signed? Because if you don't have that, is the system taking your children? There's a lot of things coming up on this show that I have to mention. And I'm bringing on the expert because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of simple things that we take for granted. We don't even know the names in our phone. So when ICE take you and they take your phone and they say, and you say, can I call somebody? They got your phone and you don't even remember the number who to call. So you can't call nobody to say ICE have you because you don't have no number and you don't have no phone. What are you going to do? Go back to the days of remembering your mother number. Go back to the days of remembering one number. I tell you the truth, I don't remember numbers. All I go in the phone, I look up the name Philbert. I look up the phone, Eustace Hendrickson. I look up the phone, Miranda. That's how I do it, Dr. Bent. So we don't know numbers anymore. You have to have a number to call if I speak you up. They're not giving you no chance to talk about I need my phone and they want you to know. And you must, as I say, if you have your children them in public school and you're undocumented, make sure that if I speak you up and the children them finish school and you're not there to pick up your kids, somebody can pick them up. If not, the system is picking them up. Whether they are citizen or not, that's how serious it gets. How the world gets so that all of a sudden we get a new president and the whole world is in fear. No, man. No. It starts from the bottom up. This election coming up, we got to vote for serious politician who is going to fight for us in Albany, who is going to stand up for us. We want elected official. You notice they don't like Tish James. Tish James have a mouth and she speak. She remind me of the Bronx District Attorney. She tell you like it is. We want elected officials who going to speak out and stand up for the people. I want to know, well, how come we don't have no rally? The people downtown say they're rallying because they don't want Cuomo in office, right? They don't want Cuomo in office and they want the mayor out. How is it so simple for we as a people to fight the little man, but we don't fight the big man? Nobody protests when Trump was running. We didn't go down in Manhattan and protest. We didn't stand up and say no. We was watching the other people them rallying for Trump, and we was home talking among ourselves. That's why me stopped doing a lot of things I used to do, because I realized when ICE take me up, when ICE pick me up, if they was to pick me up, nobody gonna come and fight for me. And it was that me, the walk around. How much of us walking around with real ID? You see, they have an ID now coming out where they say real ID, where they say no, you certain ID, can't go up and plane. I say, me don't want it. Because if I'm a US citizen and I have a US passport, how much more ID you want me to have to get on a plane? So if my US passport not gonna work, I don't want no more ID. I don't want no more ID. But I'm going to tell you all something. A lot of children in this country is walking around with the ID where they had created. I had to nearly box down a friend of mine. You have your children here and they're walking around with this ID where they created for non-immigrants, excuse me, and people when I have ID. And you in a country where you could get a non-driver's ID, that is much better than the other ID where the immigrants them used to get. Stop letting your children them going out, they're putting themselves at risk. And you see, if you have your little green card, nobody go up on New York City bus and subway, hacking up and no pay toll and jumping toll. If they catch you, they'll find that as an excuse to put you right down there until ICE. You do something. So even if they keep you down there for 6 months, you sit right down there for 6 months. Is it worth it? You're driving in a lane where they say bus lane. You're doing all kind of stupid stuff in a time like this where they're not playing with us immigrants. Stop doing stupidness. If somebody step on your shoes in the dance hall, wipe it off and keep going. Where you go argue with the man for next thing he drag you outside, fight break out. It doesn't matter who wrong and right or not. Let me see your ID. And you in a club, you don't have your ID, and they're gone with you, they're glad to pick you up. The only place I want to go is church. Carmen Williams, I refuse to get that real ID with my actual ID. It is too much. It's too much nonsense. Undocumented individual living in America do work but can't pay tax. Some are nannies for white kids. Maybe undocumented were nanny for President 47, grandkids, who knows. Some males do delivery, etc. Carmen, let me tell you something. When my mother came to America, she used to be a nanny. It was a job that I was so proud of my mother, taking care of those white kids. Those white folks is why I am in this country today. They helped my mother. I still have a letter from since probably 1970, I think, that one of them wrote about my mother and the care of her kids. These white kids are right now in Louisiana, some state, big graduates and top kids, right? So they help me. So God bless the job of a nanny. It have helped many people to be where they are today. I can tell you that much. So we can't knock a soul. And if people are here and they're undocumented, God bless those who didn't want to get married just for a green card. Those are the real good people. Some people tell themselves, if I'm not marrying a man I love, I'm not marrying a man for a green card. I heard people say it, and those are the real ones. A lot of us fraud, and we do what we have to do, and it's okay. And some of us married, we have to get ourselves together. But my dear, Me no know whether me married or not for green card. If me not happy, sometime you have to come out. There was a time, when I was married when I was younger and I get divorced and I thought, oh my God, you can't get married again. My husband don't get married and gone off. And I'm still sitting down here. So I wonder, what does that mean? He done married and gone off with his life, and I'm still sitting on here telling people I'm single and I'm looking for a good husband, and the man married and gone off already. But one thing I could say, he know I was a good wife. And I'm saying this, and I know he will back me up. I was a good wife. He made his mistake. I get mad up, but I'm still single. So he didn't see me run and go anywhere and get revenge on him, right? But sometimes we make mistake that we can't turn back the hands and things happen. But one thing I can say, my dear, I am happy that when God find me a husband, me no want a husband when me 75 and 80 years old. Any man come pick me up when I 79 and 80, me I run him. Then you can jump up and cruise ship and plane and go in the park and take long walks. What me ever do with a man when me 79 years old and 80 years old? Does it make sense? That's I want to have him out tonight. It's Women's Month. I have freedom. I'm going to speak. I ain't going to say not too much about Trump because, work too good in this. Mr. De Castro. Alonso De Castro, when I see you watching me, I feel good. I feel like a queen, like an empress. Mr. Al De Castro, if I don't want to say his age, but he done past 95, Okay, he already passed 95. So I'm saying this out of respect. I will never knock a man who is up in his 90s. But you see, if God no bless me with a husband now, me no want a husband when me 80 years old. That's the time I want to go out like Al De Castro, sit down, enjoy life with my seniors and stuff like that. Because when you reach old age, the only thing you want to do is lay down in your bed, have a good night's sleep and get up, have a good night breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It could be lonely sometime, I'm sure. When you're old, you live alone. Or when you have friends that call you, check in on you, take you out now and again, there's no such thing as loneliness. Loneliness, you create that. Being alone is a privilege. It's an honor. It's a blessing. It's how you live your life, my people. So I say, this year, 2025, take your vote seriously. We as people, we not the Democrats, them over and over. Democrats are this, Democrats are that. Republicans in, they're giving all you hell now. So what do you all have to say about the Democrats now? Ain't the Democrats giving you hell, It's the Republicans have us living in hell. A lot of people used to say, when you die, you better make it to heaven or hell. We're living in hell right now. Heaven is another place, but we're living in hell. But it's not the Democrats. So I don't care. Democrat might have done a lot that we didn't like, but let's take them back. Let's pull back what belongs to us and change the world we're living in, because it's a sad and gloomy day. Every day we wake up, there's a dark cloud over America. And if the rest of the world think we're feeling it now and they're not feeling it, they're in for a rude awakening. My people, I'm out there. And as I say, I was driving behind ICE because I was being nosy. And I say, my people in my community couldn't hear ICE pull me over and they don't come defend me. So Mr. De Castro, you tell Kevin Riley, okay? I know my Bible, Georgina, and I don't read it. And trust me, I have been running up against some quotes lately where just popping up. God is giving me encouragement. So I am telling you, tomorrow again, I'm going to be out on the street. And I'm an advocate now, I don't give myself one with a title in America. Me have one heap of title. Even some I don't get paid for. But it keeps me going. Because you can't tell me my show is not the number one show other than CBS and NBC. This show here bigger than this. If they say the wrong thing about Trump tomorrow, they're gone. But don't say the wrong thing on Facebook either, because they might block me too. So Nothing free anymore. You understand? So you got to be careful how you talk. When you're out in public, watch who you're talking around. You don't know who vote for who. You don't know who is not for who. And let me tell you, we got to change the community in where we live in right now. And it got to start from the bottom up, not the top, from the bottom up. We got to get rid of some things. We have to clean up your neighborhood, clean up your street, say hello to your neighbor, know who you're living around. These things are important, you know. We're living in a world where what is a neighbor now? I don't know. We're going to talk about that. But I come here to encourage you all. Boise, you're inside my petition, you know, Boise. So I want you to send me a message, tell me where to find you, because you're inside, sign my petition. And you have to sign it. So that's an order coming from you. You have to sign my petition because we have to make sure the Bronx become number one. Okay, so on behalf of Women Month, I will come to run off she mouth tonight and talk me things them tonight quietly because I don't want to say too much about our president. All I want to talk about is how we can change the situation. It don't make sense crying over. I don't vote him in. Half of your attack can be trusted. Are you 1 minute good, another minute? Are you voting for who people don't expect you to vote for? Can't trust some of these people, you know. When you think they're for you, they're not for you. Paula, I hope you're ready to sign my petition. Anyway, I'm going to play a lovely song on behalf of Women's Month. Enjoy. Thank you so much for watching me, being a part of this program, and I hope to see you joining me again next week, same time. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. This is Avril telling you, I'm out. What can I do without you? Thank you to each and every one. God bless you. Have a great night.